Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to WhatsApp 376 and the horrifying, frightening Stage 8 of Vive La France. We are going up Col de Tourmalet. And as always, I've got to see the experiences, photos of afterwards from previous riders that have done the earlier slots. And if I wasn't scared enough, I really am now. This just looks horrible. Not to mention, there was a 3-hour cut-off time on all of the races at Vive La France, and stupidly I hadn't considered the amount of fatigue that's going to be settling in people's legs, and a few guys succumbed to that cut-off earlier on in the day. That will be rectified. Anyone that did fall foul of that rule, please let me know your position at the time you were cut out, your distance, your average power, any files or data you have, send that to me, and we will make sure you have a finishing time based on the effort that you put in. But my point was, quite simply, if people are falling short of 3 hours, I don't know what I'm going to do. It has been extended to 4 hours for this and the lunchtime slot we had earlier, so I should be safe. But if the old cramp monster comes back, who knows how long it's going to take me. I'm properly pooping it for this one. I've gone for a 3-bottle hydration system, a 3 sweatband system. My in-ride nutrition is chunks of fudge, which I have here, shop bought, unfortunately, not the exquisite fudge that Mrs. Neil Clamp made for us when we did our Montrose trip. I don't think I ever properly thanked her for that. That was that, along with whatever whiskey Neil brought that evening, went down a treat. Not sure we used it as ride nutrition, but it was bloody lovely. Anyway, right, so actually, do you want to see the route profile? I mean, you kind of guess where this is going, can't you? There it is. It's just going up. Or actually, up. That nice stretched out graphic makes it look pretty tame. It's 31 kilometres, 1600 and something metres. It's just uphill. So, stage 8. You might notice, in fact you won't notice because you can't see my RGT screen. Let me just put that on. There we go. You may notice I have, in brackets, SN behind my name. I am riding on behalf of one of my absolute favourite WKG members, and someone I very optimistically had earmarked as one of my main rivals, Steve Newton, who sadly isn't going to be racing for personal reasons. Ralph Aliash, you can see just above me in the rider list there, actually came up with this lovely idea to put Steve's initials in our names and ride for him, basically. It's a really nice idea, Ralph, and I will obviously try to do some justice to Steve Newton's name that's tagged onto mine. Wishing you all the best, Steve. We're all thinking of you. Anyway, 8 minutes. Do you know what? This is a little bit twitchy for me because I didn't charge my E-Tank batteries, so I have no rear mech at the moment. It's charging right up until the last second, so I'm literally going to leap off the bike with a minute to go, plug the battery back in with whatever extra charge I've managed to squeeze into it, and then away we go and hope for the best. Right, enough chat. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, 47 seconds. Nice big turnout again. Jamie Woodward's there. Breeze, I forgot your first name. Obviously, I've rode the whole of Stage 7 with you. It's great to have you in the race again. Breeze from Team Type 1. Jan Decker's here. John Bytheway's here. I can see those guys in the names list. Hey Reilly's been someone I've been pretty close to all the way through this. Lyndon Thompson is in the house, I can see. I think, yep. Loads of others that I'll try and go through as we're going. I will focus on other races, not completely ignoring the front, but with less focus on the front, because obviously someone made a very good point that there's lots of streams going on as the jet fighters come over. And we are go, go, go! Stage 8, Col de Tourmalet. Have a good one, everyone. Yeah, I'm going to try and get a bit of coverage for everyone else, basically. Okay, I'm here with Gus Gert Kilberg, just about to be joined by Keith The Hoff Denton. That was a lovely, gentle start. Just what I needed, I think. My biggest concern today, as always, is cramp. So I'd very much like to ease into this, give myself the best opportunity, or sorry, the best possibility of fighting away cramp as we get to the higher, steeper parts of this climb. I completely forgotten what Martijn Prop's time was from earlier. I think it was pretty good. He has been my main focus in terms of rivalry in recent races, although yesterday he put a serious chunk of time into me, so I'd need to absolutely destroy him on any of these big climbing stages to have a hope in hell of taking the fight all the way to Paris. At the moment, he's climbing just as well as he is flying along the flats. Myself and Kilberg just closed in on D. Stracer, who looked like he was having issues of possibly dropping back to join up with us, as what looks like we're approaching the foot of the climb proper. It's been nice sort of changing at the front between myself and Kilberg for 10.5k. I'd imagine all niceties go out the window now. We start hitting this real big slope. After goal, 500 metres back. Up the road from Strata is Steffend, 100 metres ahead. Up front we've got Decker, Paradine, Samet, Hall, Cadiz, Melville, Sokolowski, Glenn, all the usual suspects basically. I will jump to some other bunches very shortly. Oh, look at this. I believe this is Tor Arne Martinussen, and I am so pleased to see him in this race. I think he'd been having some problems previously, and it has been far too long since I've had a race with the mighty Tor. I say race with, I think you know what the outcome usually is. Myself against the mighty Tor, there's only going to be one winner, but I'm clinging on to the one time I did outsprint him. Just once, with the benefit of a power-up. But I'm never letting that memory go. Anyway, awesome to see you here, dude. Just jump back to me for a minute, because the group I was with is splitting up with Thacker, Stracer, Kilberg's still just on my wheel. We've joined up with Keith D, which is great. I know he's definitely pacing himself. He's done this ride in real life, so he knows exactly what to expect. So if I go past Keith, which I've just done, that very much suggests to me I'm going faster at this stage than I probably should be. And I will die 5 kilometres from the top or something. But I'll keep plodding for now. It's been a pretty comfortable pace up to this point. Starting to apply a little bit more pressure to the pedals during the last few kilometres, but still trying to ride within myself. I'm going to have a go at looking up what Martijn Prop's time is in a moment. Next up road for me is the mighty Tour. Awesome. Oh, maybe not awesome. Tour stopped. Oh, he's going again. Maybe he was waiting for myself and Keith. He and Keith have an ongoing battle. They race every Monday night in I think it's the Stampede race, and it sounds like they've been locking horns in pretty much every one of those races. So I wonder if that's the idea behind Tour jumping in on this bunch. Either way, it's great to see, man. Alright, distance-wise, we're halfway there. But 10 of those 15.5 kilometres that we've done, I do know we're pretty flat. And of the remaining 15.5 kilometres, none of it is. It's great to be here with Tour. Hilberg held on really well as we came up to him. And next up the road for me is Strasser at 112 metres. Up front we still have Decker on his own actually. Samet next, then Melville, then Hall. I'm not sure what happened to Jasper Paradaint, but Decker, our overall race leader, it's not one yet, is showing his class once again up front. Okay, so this answers my question, where Paradains is. So we saw Decker, Samet and Hall as the front three. Then Melville on his own, sandwiched between Hall and Sokolowski and Cadiz. And then here is Jasper Paradains, 35 metres off the back. Jump back another 380 metres and we have Glenn, all on his own, 700 metres ahead of Oxuzoglu. Again, a lone rider, but possibly not for long, because behind him we have Lyndon Thompson and M. Rowbottom, just 76 metres off his wheel, working together, not putting out as much power as Oxuzoglu, but between the two of them that might be a charge that they can mount, unless I missed something here and Oxuzoglu was with them and has powered away. Anyway, behind these two guys, the original WKG mountain goat, Mr. Brian Roden, and putting out a lot of power, coming into his own turf now, high up a mountain with a steep gradient. He loves it. And look who's behind him, 800 metres back, Paul Pickles Nichols, 3.5 watts per kilogram, 20 kilometres in at 56 minutes, that's good. Good time, man. I wonder if you're going to come under pressure from Jay Tucker and John By the Way, who are just behind. Sorry, there's Tucker, he's got a small lead, 40 metres over By the Way and Kajewski. And then jump back another 270 metres and we have Mr. Jamie Woodward with D. Hirsch hot on his heels. Sorry, if I keep looking down, it's because we just hit 10% where I am. And I'm just checking my power on my phone. That's alright, 2.6, 2.7 watts per kilogram. That's still good for me. I'm alright at the moment. Okay, so here is D. Hirsch. Still just 30 metres behind Woodward. Putting out similar power. Also similar power to D. Kaz, Darren Kearney. Just behind him. 75 metres behind. Who has Sigsworth not too far in the distance there. Here is Sigsworth. And next up, one of my stars of yesterday's race, Breeze, Team Type 1. I knew she was a climber. Doing a fantastic job. 3.5 watts per kilogram again. It was interesting yesterday, she was in our bunch and putting out significantly more power than us guys in that bunch. But obviously, with a smaller, lighter frame, wasn't having the same effect on a flat stage. It's certainly having an effect now. Great effort. Again, I still can't remember your first name. Should I guess? Breeze. I'm going to go with Rebecca. I'll probably forget that and call you something else in a minute. So, Rebecca Breeze with an asterisk. Next up, S. Warrington with Villanueva. 38 metres back. And Villanueva, another 30 metres back, has Mr. Peter Wilson for company, who is just 58 metres ahead of Darren Rayfield. You know, I said the remaining kilometres were all uphill. I hit a lovely little flat bit just then. Oh, now it's gone back up. There was a nice chance to get out of the saddle. Press my backside a little bit. Actually in the big rig. Oh. Right, who's that on my wheel now? Kilberg. No. Who is that on my wheel? Oh no, it's me catching Strasser. Oh, that's nice. Right, Darren Rayfield. Behind Darren, Tony Kirkhout. Great to see you, Tony. Doing an awesome job. 230 metres ahead of A. Ferreira and Catherine D. Another mountain goat. Okay, back. One more to Castaneda. As I'm on a 12% gradient right now. I'm feeling it. Castaneda, 2.9 watts per kilogram. 40 metres ahead of A. Sierra. In turn, who is 30 metres ahead of D. Millam and E. Paradanes. I wonder if that's a relation of Jasper Paradanes at the front. Jump further back. A. Walters, 2.7 watts per kilogram, being caught, it would seem, based on power, by Kay Reilly here, who is 250 metres back, but seems to be holding slightly above Walters' power numbers, along with H. Mena just behind. Okay, behind Mena, one of my old adversaries, Mr. Dave Sorway. Awesome to see you, man. Putting up a stonking performance. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, every race I've had with Dave, he starts off nice and gentle, really casual, and every time you think, this is the time I've got him, boom. Get halfway up a hill and he just rips your ass off, and you don't see him again. So he is a late bloomer in the nicest possible sense. Very good at controlling his pace, keeping something in reserve and then unleashing it when it really matters. He currently has 270 metre lead over R. House, who is on a 9.6%, 3.2 watts per kilogram. Nice little switchback he's coming to now. And he has a handsome 420 metres over D. Bucock. Is that Derek Bucock? Great to see you, man. And B. Mooney just behind him. Okay, going back from B. Mooney, we have Jay Hayes. Excuse me, 180 metres ahead of D. Strasser is Jay Hayes. And D. Strasser, I was right with him. He's stretched a bit of a gap now. It wasn't through lack of concentration, because I've been watching my power numbers and I've actually been holding quite high power, 2.7 to 2.9 watts per kilogram, which is more than I want to be doing now. But Strater has, as you saw there, keeps kicking up into the threes and stretching away, doing a good job. Here is Mr. Strater with myself in the background. Okay, behind me, El Kilberg, 300 metres back, and he has 160 metres over Keith Denton. There is Keith with a 50-metre lead over G Thacker. You can see I've just overtaken Stracer there on the little screen. We've had a slight easing of the gradient down to 1-2% just for a second. And I'm obviously a heavier guy because I seem to close in quite easy at that stage. And no doubt now we're back up at about 10%. We'll be on my wheel. Going back from Keith, there is G Thacker, and he has 90 metres over O'Dwyer. They seem to be putting out similar power, so I'll be interested to keep an eye on that one. Thacker jumping up into the threes every so often, suggesting he's got a little bit more in the legs. There is J O'Dwyer, as predicted. D Stracer comes back past me, 3.7 watts per kilogram. If he goes at that pace, I'm not chasing, there's no point. I need to get to the end. He's eased back off again. I wonder if he's looking to work with someone here. I'm not as focused as I should be to help him out. I will just go back to me on screen in a moment. Let's carry on flicking through though. Behind O'Dwyer we have Guscott and Grant. And behind Grant we have B. Verdon. Grant, incidentally, it was my star of the Vive La France. Number 3, I think, for just astonishing determination and willpower. I can't remember which stage it was on, but it was the one where we had that really horrible draggy climb. And he was on his own and just managed to grind his way through it really well. I love those kind of efforts, so well done Robert Grant. And likewise B. Verdon here, completely solo on a 6% section of the road. So I'm afraid it's only going to get worse, but doing a stunning job. And we're back to the front. Alright, let's go home, keep an eye on myself. Jump back to the front, Jan Decker under the Flamme Rouge. Nice. That must be a nice feeling. An hour and 15 minutes, you've only got a kilometre left. I've got about 10 to go. And I've got Keith The Hoff Denton bearing down on me. I've got to remember, I'm not racing Keith. I'm racing the clock. I'm racing Martijn Prop and those others that are around me in the table, which I'm hoping to have a proper look at in a live What's Happened stream on Monday night, on rest day. Hopefully if I can get a good enough signal and find the time. Just be good to recap what's been happening, take a little preview of the forthcoming week, and just get a better view of the overall race with a casual red wine fueled live stream, I think. I'll keep you posted if that's going to happen. As we being myself and Stracer, pull up on Jay Hayes. Stracer's gone straight through. Yeah, looking at the timing on my phone, Keith Denton has fueled up the diesel engine. He's been holding in excess of 3 watts per kilogram for quite a while now, and I think he's within a couple of 100 metres of me, which on a personal level is going to be a sucker punch to the nuts, but in the bigger picture I can't let it bother me. Just got to let him go, ride my tempo. Jan Decker now, 100 metres, 75 metres, into the hoardings, another display of utter brilliance. Well done Mr Decker, race 1. I didn't see the times from earlier in the stage, but 1:18.50-ish, Sounds pretty bloody good to me. As our next man, Jay Melville, comes up to the Flamme Rouge. Jay Melville, only 80 metres ahead of N Hall in third, but it looks like it's going to be enough. Just 150 metres to go. Melville on 5.5 watts per kilogram. Hall on 5. Hall stepped it up a bit now. No, just a momentary burst. Melville now in the 6s. Big kick to the line. Great stuff. I've just gone past someone, Strasser, I think. He must have had a problem. He was pulling away from me. There we go, Melville. Great job, under the banner. Next up, N Hall. Sorry I don't know your first names, guys. I'm terrible with all names, even when they're written in front of me. So the chances of me remembering what everyone's Christian names are pretty slim. N Hall, I'm going to call you Nick. Over the banner, sorry, terrible camera work as well. Then we have Jay, let's say Jerome Samet coming up next, 100 metres. There we go, nice one Mr. Samet. And I know Jasper Paradanes. Well, I don't know Jasper, but I know his name. Into the 75, into the hoardings, levels off, and then a lovely little sharp descent. I quite like to carry the race on down there. Nice one, Jasper. Sokolowski. And let's go with Bernard Sokolowski. 700 metres to go. Okay, Sokolowski comes into final 100 metres. Keep an eye on my mini screen also, because I think Keith The Hoff Denton is about to join and pass me. He's been grinding away for a long time now, and I think I mentioned it earlier, he clearly knows how to pace this climb. Took it very easy in the first half and has just let it up in the second. Any second now, I'm sure. Looking at Glen now. Actually, we should have had Cadiz, surely. There we go. There's Cadiz. 250 metres to go. Well done, Cadiz. Oh, now we do have Glen coming to the line. There we go. Look at the mini screen. There's Keith, just gone out of view now. He's right there. It's Glenn now coming into the hoardings. Excellent job, man. Picking up 8th place. Well done, dude. Next up should be Oksugolu. 300 metres back. Oksuzoglu now into the last 100. Why Oksuzoglu? Let's say Eves Oksuzoglu. Can't think of any other Y names. It's probably low. Sorry fella. There we go. Up to the line. Boom. Next up, L Thompson. I know it's Lyndon Thompson. Looks like the Hoff's decided enough's enough. It's going past me. Oh no, just wanted to give me a wave. There we go, Lyndon Thompson. 90 metres. Up to the crest. Hits the banners. Lovely little roll to the line. Chapeau, buddy. I don't think John, by the way, is next. I think it should be Brian Roden. It is indeed. Just so you know, I don't have any of the chat windows open, either on the main screen or on my phone. So apologies if I'm missing messages. I'm really not trying to be rude, I have a lot going on. I've got my screen recording with the camera and the audio levels down here. Obviously my phone with my data when I'm looking at other screens. I've got multiple screens up on the main screen. And I don't want to clutter my own brain as much as I don't want to clutter the display any more than I have to. So if you are messaging me, either friendly, nasty, whatever it is, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see you. Mr. Roden, up and over. Great ride. 11th place. Lyndon Thompson obviously picking off the final spot in the top 10 there. Great job. Well done, Brian. Now next up we should have row bottom. There we go. M row bottom. I'm going to say Montague. Okay, Montague, or Monty as he lets me call him, row bottom, up and over. Great job. Next up should be Mr. Paul Pickles, fire starter, Everester, commentator, WKGer, Nichols. Here we go, Paul into the hoardings. 1:41. Stunning time, dude. Well done, my friend. Next up, Tucker, I believe. Yep, Jay Tucker. J as in Juan. Juan Tucker now. 40 metres. Down we go. Great job. Then, yep, Mr. By the way. 500 metres out. Looking good. All the time this has been going on, by the way. I've been keeping an eye. Obviously, I've still got Keith right on my wheel. He's got matches to burn as well, obviously. But we've been keeping it pretty consistent to B Mooney ahead and D Bucock ahead of him. About 200 metres. So, depending on how I'm feeling, once I've seen a few more guys over the line, I mean, I've still got, what have I got? Best part of 6 kilometres to go. And the slopes look like they get even worse up where John is now. So I'm certainly not going to go for a while, but if cramp isn't rearing its ugly head, I might try and put a scare on those two guys if I can. Stracer now a couple of 100 metres back from me, about 100 metres ahead of Jay Hayes. There we go. Jonathan, Gideon, by the way, in the banners, on the little ramp downwards. Boom, job done. Well done, man. Krajewski, Krajewski. Obviously, Anthony Krajewski. I wonder if I've accidentally got any of these right. I'd be surprised. Nicely done, Krajewski. Boom. Jamie Woodward next. 300 metres out. There we have it. Mr. Jamie Woodward. Boom. Oh, breeze. What a performance. Loving this. What did I say, Rebecca? Rebecca Breeze. So it clearly isn't Rebecca. But I'm staying with it. There we go. Fantastic ride, Rebecca. Next up, DCAS. I hope I'm not missing anyone. I'm just going down in the order that RGT gives me. Apologies if I'm jumping any riders. Keith's lit the fuse again. He's back up at his 3 watts per kilogram. He's had enough of my pace. And he's chasing after Mooney and Bucock, who actually have equally stepped on the gas a little bit. I'm on a flat bit. Oh, nice. And then it ends. decals now, right into the last 20 metres. Job done, excellent stuff. Mr. Peter Wilson. Oh, it's no fun now, I know everyone's name. Oh, actually, look ahead. Oh, that worries me that I have been missing a few riders. That jumped me to Peter, but Sigworth is right there, although Peter is flying up. Whoa, this could be our closest finish yet. Oh, great power drive by Peter there to pull right up onto Sigworth. Here we go. Peter out the saddle, over the hump. Nicks it, good job man. And good job Sigworth. Well done. Next up, Villanueva. As I hit 13%. Nice. There we go. Great ride, Villanueva. Done. Warignac. Sergio Warignac. 150 metres out. Oh, I've been riding on sort of between 12 and 16% it seems at this point. Yowzers. Luckily I got the Hoff for company. Great stuff, Warignac. Over the line. Mr. Darren Rayfield. Darren, Edward, Geoffrey III, Rayfield. Keith's gone again as Darren hits the last 120. Here we go, superb stuff, Mr. Rayfield. Great job. Hello, Obi. Obi never comes in this room. Came out to see me. Hello. Oh, he's getting himself cosy on the sofa, just out of shot. For those that don't know, Obi is my adorable little dog, my best friend, and he doesn't like it when I'm on the bike, but he loves it when I get off, with sweaty legs to lick, which is disgusting, I know, but it's one of his little pleasures. I can't deny him that, and usually I'm too tired to run away. We're looking at A Sierra now, with 500 metres to go for him. That is Andreas Sierra. Oh, there's someone up the road that I'm missing. Hey, Wouters. Again, this worries me. Who I've missed. Promise you it's not deliberate. Oh, once again though. Sierra closing in Wouters. Nothing between the two of them. Wouters with a strong kick there though. You see that moth flying around? Night races with lights on in here and the doors open. Bloody moths and mosquitoes. Not great. There's actually, I don't know how it happened, there's actually a mosquito inside my computer just down there. My computer's got like a glass panel and I saw a mosquito the other day and he's managed to get himself stuck on the inside of the glass. So, not the best way to go. Trapped inside a hot noisy PC. Wouters and Sierra now 150 metres. Big kick by Sierra to get back on the wheel. There we go. He's made the catch. He's going straight past Andreas Sierra on Anthony Wouters. He's done it. Blasted through. Awesome last kick there, dude. Oops, I accidentally went down. Sorry, Sierra. Sorry, Wouters. Next up, Paradanes. I didn't realise how close. Ethan Paradanes had got. Boom. Ah, my old mate, Dave Sorway. 380 metres to go. Great job, Dave. Okay, Dave Sorway coming up to the line. I hope you don't mind, guys. I'm now going to concentrate on my race because I want to try and claw back a little bit of time if I can with a bit of a push towards the end here. See if I can do anything about the Hoff. Very much doubting, but we'll give it a go. Flam Rouge, baby. 1k to go. Oh yeah, I haven't got cramp yet. Still a bit of climbing to do. But I'm pretty pleased already, I've got to say. Oh, that moth, go away. Okay! Ah! No! Ah! Oh! Well done, Keith. Oh, I think you had the momentum anyway. I went for a silly gear change whilst trying to put the power down. Just for a bit of extra acceleration, try and snatch it. Oh, I don't think it'd have done it anyway. Wow, I didn't get cramp. I finished the freaking tourmalet. Oh, 2 minutes 15. I'm gonna have to check what the Prop Monster did. Okay, it looks like Prop Monster did 2:49. 34 minutes back. I'm back in the game. I think he had about 18-20 minutes or something going into it, maybe even more than that. Oh, but that certainly brings things back around again. I'm super pleased. I've been pooing myself about this race. And I think for the first time in my life, I got my tactics right. Just resisting temptation at the start, just taking it easy and building up to it. That's why I was able to hold much higher numbers towards the top without getting cramp. You can tell I'm slightly losing myself. Oh, I think that's possibly my best race ever in terms of performance compared to my current fitness level. I'm a good way off where I was maybe 3 years ago, around the time we went to Von 2 and stuff like that. So since then, yes, right. Oh, I don't need to go through the top 10. We saw them all coming in. Obviously, we'll update the table. It'll be updated on teamwkg.com. I'm not entirely sure if there was a live stream tonight. I think there was going to be, but our live stream guru possibly was stuck with family engagements. I hope there is. I quite fancy watching that one back, especially if I'm in it, although they tend to quit after the first half of the field go through, and I'm usually way behind that. Well done, everybody, for conquering the tourmalet. One stage left before rest day. Obviously rest day now is a catch-up day for anybody that's missed stages, or strictly speaking it's really meant for those that had technical problems whilst riding a stage and therefore didn't get finishing times. But you know, we want as many people involved in this as possible. It's bloody amazing. So feel free to try and catch up. The first 3 catch-up stages are already in the RGT app, the event app. We've done them for same times again. So for stage 1, 2 and 3 there are time slots for 00:30, 06:30, 12:30, 18:30 British Summer Time. So go and fill your boots, and I'll be looking to add the rest of the events tonight and tomorrow, so they're all there for Monday. Bloody done it, done the tourmalet. I've never ridden anything like this amount of miles and elevation back to back. I know I'm not fast, but bloody hell. Feels good, feels good. Right. Good night, everybody. Try and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for racing. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go and have a big beer. Catch you on the next one.